Hey, Soldier Fate. Can you hear me okay? Appreciate that. It is just me tonight. Jenna is not feeling well. She had a convention to go to last weekend, and she apparently got a con crud. Hopefully, she'll be back to the game and test with me on Sunday. It's fine, Possum. How you doing? It's just going to be a chill stream tonight. Just trying to fix some stuff with the quarry. If I miss your text, I apologize. Usually I have Jenna run around doing stuff while I'm watching chat. Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to actually for the next stress test too. It was really nice. Good to see everybody. To see how they're how people work parts of the zone and yeah, this is the quarry. Uh, it did cause quite a fuss over the stress test. So a couple of things that are going to be changed, I think, through Simon is going to be fixing some of the terrain, some of these spots. Lisa, thank you for the Prime sub. Yeah, a lot of this stuff is new as far as I just got to be an affiliate. Hey, Magnus, thank you for the follow. Apparently there was a spot over here. Thank you, Bandit. Yeah, we've done some changes with the animations too. We're not going to actually put them as a casting component. That was sort of a placeholder. It winds up causing a lot of lag over here in this corner. You can see I'm already down at 22 frames per second. Endo, how you doing? Yeah, actually, I got my youngin's going to wind up making some emotes for me as well. She wrote or created the avatar for me. Yeah, there's quite a few issues with the Quarry. One is like you can stand right here, I think. Simon's supposed to be working on this, but apparently there's like you can't see my cursor, I think, where the line is, where the I guess where the walkway is and the actual dirt. Nav mesh doesn't catch up, so you stand right here or a little ways away, and they're going to fix that for the next test. Incognito, thank you for the follow. Yeah, the nightmare beetles. I did not expect the beetles to be as harassing as they are. I was hoping that the workers would protect themselves. That was the intent. Um, and that the soldiers basically were killing sight. The big guys, like over here. And then the royalty, which apparently is as people know who've been over here, is the herald. He's out. He's going to be put on a timer too. I got to fix his abilities. Yeah. But royalty is supposed to be protected by the entire hive, which is supposed to go out certain ways, but maybe not the entire zone. Hmm. And this says the faction hits pretty huge. It depends. Who'd you hit? Did you hit the herald? That would probably cause an issue. Hey, Bone, shut up. Yeah, the scouts are a little sneaky. They're sort of based a little bit off rogue abilities, a little bit off ranger abilities. Justin Bear, how you doing? Yeah, the scouts should be are part of the warrior caste, so they would attack you if you're attacking the workers, or at least that was the intention. Nick is telling me my aggro range, or how far out they can see you, is too far, which is probably causing the reason, or the reason why you're getting the trains. That's my fault. I own that. Hopefully everybody had a good time last weekend though. All I know is I was tired afterward. It kept me busy. Glad you guys had a great time. Um, well, I mean, you don't have to quest. You can do the whole game by just going out and killing mobs, taking their stuff. Um, but I'd like it if you got a chance to quest. Justin says, if I'm waiting on some furniture that's going to allow me to sit better so I can actually game for more than like an hour and 45 minutes at a time. You know, I'll be honest with you, I have had back surgery in my history, and I have yet to find a chair that feels good to sit in for long periods of time. Um, I'd like to have recommendations for you, but I don't have it. It's just important, I guess, to move around on occasion. Basically, I have to get a couple of different things. Hopefully, I'll be back to being able to play a lot more when we do test. I hope you do. Um, I'm real excited we can actually do the stress test. I didn't actually know we were doing the stress test until the Thursday of, and I had just finished my quest. And what's funny is, to me, is after I was done and I was sending a note to John, who was our like quality tester. I'm like, hey, I need you to look through these real quick, so, and then I get the message, hey, we're gonna do stress tests this weekend, and I was like, oh boy, and sure enough, all my typos came back to haunt me. I was like, I was expecting John to give me a rest. There's like 47 people. I was like, hey, typo here. Sonodara, thank you for the follow. Justin says, yeah, I can't say the word. Is it lymphedema? Is that right? It's going to be official soon, but I am on a pilot program through my state where I'm going to be able to get furniture and maybe even television, which I can use a computer monitor. And with my vision problems, it's about 5 inches my face. I'm glad to hear you're going to get help, man. That's awesome. It says, I don't have back problems, but the Secret Labs chair I bought was definitely worth it for me. Last me for like 7 years so far. I have like an official chair at work that they gave me. Was like $800, but I even with that kind of thing, when you spend the kind of money, you're hoping you're going to get a good chair. Uh, but really, it's hard just to be comfortable once you've had back surgery. Lisa says I logged out right next to Tig with my measurements ready. Yeah, I'm glad you were able to finish that, and I'm glad that it worked right. There was an issue with that quest I've got to go back and fix as well. Um, Pretty much there's a condition trigger it's supposed to go off, uh, that I've got to find out why it was not working. Uh, and it says I do that a lot. I remember my words entirely where I say them in my head, but as I'm typing, I forget them. My issue is I just wind up fat fingering stuff, or like I'm using a couple of things to make sure that hopefully that the typos don't come through. Mostly I'm using Microsoft Word, and then I find out Microsoft Word catches some stuff, but if you grab it and you put it in Google Docs, it catches more stuff. And then it's hard to like edit your own text. What I'm finding is that you'll overread stuff. You'll get blind to your writing. The other thing is I'm a programmer, and I will say programming does mess up your language skills. Lisa said I'd love to be a proofreader editor, but at the same time I don't want to spoil myself on Quest. Yeah, that's the downside. John knows everything in the game, but he's very good at finding bugs and stuff. So it says it's got to be a recliner where I can have my feet pumped up and where they are above my heart, and the fluid can circulate instead of getting trapped by gravity. Yep, I understand. I'm sorry. It's tough. I could tell you when before I had my back surgery, which was started or caused by a football injury when I was younger, and then as you get older, your discs degenerate just over time and use. And when I was about 33, either something happened where I had a crack and part of my disc liberated. I just was completely not even a part of the spine anymore. And doctors told me at the time that they couldn't do anything about it. Said it was just too hard to work in that area, I guess, without doing more damage. So it got to be a point when I was walking, felt like an oxygen tank. You had so much air. In about 30 minutes, I was in so much pain I couldn't walk anymore. And I did that for 16 years. Eventually, I got with had neck surgery. I had a collapsed disc in my neck, come real close to dying. And the doctor who fixed it told me, he's like, "Why you got this? What do they call it, a spondy?" And he fixed it, and it's been great. It's like giving a new leash on life. So I've been real lucky. Justin says, "Hope your back is feeling better, dude. Back injury is so no joke. I've had some back strain. Yeah, it's tough. And on top of that, I'm constantly having to lift every day. My youngest has got arthrogryposis. She can't move her arms or legs, and so I have to lift her to do everything. So it compacts. I have to be careful and make sure I'm stretching and all that good stuff. But that's not why y'all are here. Y'all are here for the game development stuff. Just saying, it's yeah, back pain is no joke. So I know Lisa had a chance to check out the quarry. Did anybody else have a chance to come over here and have fun with training a bunch of beetles? Poons killed many beetles during my stress test. Their aggro range is a bit large. Yep, I'm gonna work on that. It was on my hit list. Meeks, I think the first quest is, I'm thinking it was 14 or 13th level. But the area of the quarry, when Sean wanted me to populate it, he told me to go between, I think, 15 and 30, which was a bit more than originally um, put into this area, or when they were designing it originally. I took it over from someone else who was working it, and they had left the group. Um, I think originally it was supposed to go from just like 15 to 20, but it was such a large zone, large area. I mean, there's a lot of room here. I'll pull up so you guys can see the full quarry. Yeah, see, some of those beetles they're supposed to be huge, but Sean's like, that's so much room, and it's like it was originally supposed to be just a little small spot, just a little quarry, and it's great. I mean, the geo on this looks amazing. Um, but Sean was like, well, maybe you can make it like an outdoor dungeon, and that's sort of what I was working at. That's why the beetle there's a lot of population in here. Hopefully, I can get it to where it moves smoother, but it is supposed to be sort of challenging, I guess, at 15, 20 for a group. Pull what you need to do, do some of the quests if you can, get some of the loot. Got a couple of names out here. I want to try to add more at some point. But I think Sean's going to have me push to a different area for a little bit once I get the the bugs worked out here. Brio says, I had fun sticking illuminating arrows in my group's puller at night. Yeah, I do love the illuminating arrows from the archer. That's a nice little deal. I would love to at some point, it's like if I don't want to create more work for the team, but I mean, it would be kind of cool if, like, when you shot the arrow, that actually you had like a point of light from where you're at to the target when it sticks in. Mick said, I only made it to 11, so I stopped at the skin takers. Yep, that's good. You would have a hard time here. Justin says, I had fun killing bandits and taking their meat and cooking human meat in a campfire. I love that about this game. The fact that you can, like, cook almost everything. There's a lot of cooking stuff that's been put in. I haven't actually had a chance to test a lot of that, but I do know there's a lot of recipes in the game already. Sonadar says, had a great time playing over the weekend. Love those fire swords from the dragons. I never made it to the quarry. I almost made level 10. Yeah, those fire swords are pretty cool. I hope that we can use the fire mechanic as far as the effect on other stuff as well. I've put in asked for other items, whether it's a shield or like a cloak or something like that, and see if we have time and resources, we can get it done. There's a lot of ask, and but trying to keep the schedule tight before early access, because the only people who are full-time right now are Sean, Nick, I'm thinking Zucam. Everybody else has got day jobs and stuff, families. Let's see, I'm trying to catch up. I know how hard it is for Sean to keep up. Justin Beer says outdoor dungeon. I haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, I mean, I want it to be, I'm always looking to try to make things different for people. Telekir has kind of got some outdoor areas. Burrito, it has light during travel, which is cool. Yeah. At least like old EQ flare spell, or I love like the Skyrim game where you can cast the mage light and have it go somewhere, but in this case just be an arrow. I also love how missing shot actually misses and shoots to the side. And I don't know if you noticed this or not, as far as the arrows go, that if your target moves, the arrow is like a homing arrow. I don't know if it'll get fixed, but I know right now it's a bug. Who says those beetles are a faction? Yes, yes, they are. There's actually, I think, 3 factions, depending on which cast. And it says the Kukris definitely make a lot of content probably easier than it should be right now, especially when the group I was rolling with had 3. Yes, they're intended to be, dragon loot, the upper end. Lisa said, we saw Sean make a great sword in only 5 minutes, no problem. Yeah, that was so funny. I love that. Let's see. Uh, what I think is funny from that today. Oh, is that sword is now in game. This is Zukan's doing. But I absolutely love the discussion today during Sean's stream. I was rolling for hours. He even got a little sparkle on the outside. Ain't that great? uh, from concept to production in less than a day. Ain't that awesome? I gotta put that away. Yes, the sword of perfection. Yeah. That's great. I love this game, man. It's awesome. Uh, Bria said the end server felt like it was a rush. Oh. And just like that, I missed the stream, missed the part. Let's see. Let's see. There it is. The end of the server felt like a weird rush to try and get the dragon loot. Yeah, but I mean, it's just a nice little thing at the end of the the run. Justin says, if I get enough Ashura faction, can I turn that dungeon there into an outdoor mall? I don't know. You could try. You could surely try. Busy Mall 2024 is amazing. Yeah. Dula69 said, spent time in the quarry and did both gnome quest and tried to do the dwarf quest with Doug, but it was bugged. Same with Overseer head turn in. What part of Dula? What part of the Doug was bugged? What did you have trouble with? Putting that sword in a turban, perfect. Yeah, there are turbans in game already. I don't know if y'all have had a chance to check out the recent newsletter or monthly update. If you haven't, please go check that out. There's some really good art in there. Chinny, hey man, it's good to see you. Primus, hello. Thank you, Primus. Jenna actually made it for me. She's pretty crafty with the animation. She lives like right next to Orlando. I keep telling her, it's like, why don't you try to get a job at Disney? You could do this. Justin said, yeah, I got to build a following for my eBay store, flipping DVD players and books on eBay. Like, dude, that's all I can do to make some money. Yep. Everybody's got a side gig nowadays. It says, Dula says, pickaxes were not dropping off any mobs. He asked for 6. Was told by a different dev that he didn't see any indication the miners dropped them. Ah, okay. I will add that to the list. Thank you. I got some stuff I got to do for the database later. I'll add it on here now. Just in case I haven't mentioned it already, if you're in game and you do find a bug, we'd appreciate it if you do a / command bug and then put out like a little report for us, so that we can, sort of capture all that. Usually at the end of the stress test, we go run through those, and stuff that are duplicated or whatnot, we get rid of that. But it gives us a good list to go by to fix the issues. And thank y'all for your participation and helping out and stuff that y'all did bring to our attention, if I haven't already told you that. Let's see. I need to start actually doing some work here, I guess. I see that Senator says a date for early access. Yeah, it's estimated January 2026. The graphic I think said end of 2025, but I believe that they're saying now that it's 2026 early. I do think that they're going to be working on the graphic and updating that so that it reflects the accuracy or the accurate time frame. They've been pretty good about that. There's Miss Tig. The stuff over here on this side is what I call like ambient sort of text and stuff as they're going through. They have a routine they go through when people aren't actually talking to them. The functionality on this will be changing over time. We're going to be adding some stuff like animations, hopefully. Right now, we've got like a just a temporary fix for the animations, which was causing some issues during the stress test. Who says found multiple spawns of Taskmaster Urka? Let's go check that out. I think I can do that now. I think I've already fixed this. Yep, Taskmaster, count 1. So it's no longer 3. So that is fixed. Now, safe spot on some scaffolding where the mobs couldn't pad to me to kill me. Yeah, I will tell you that Simon has been working on that recently. Basically, the nav mesh was broken. It may have been here. I know that this is one of the places where people were reporting it. Where if you stood either, I guess, along the bridge here, the mobs couldn't get any far. The melee, they couldn't melee you because they were just melees. I had their little mining picks. Oop, okay, so got that one. Scaffolding, got that. Red blue thing, looking forward to it. Awesome. Dula says there's a typo, says scribbles instead of scribbles. Let me go check that out. It should be Miss Tig. Uh, say, yeah, Miss Burke Turner. Scribbles. There we go. That's it right there. Scribbles. All right, SCRIBLE. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna go back up here and we say save. I save it to the database. That one's fixed. And there was another one. Just read through here now. Number 9. Thank you, Lisa. Again. All right. I'm gonna save that one. And we've actually done some work tonight. So when y'all talk to Sean like, next time, you can say, yeah, we saw him working. There's a minimum of 2 fixes per stream. Yeah. Sean's always talking about it's so hard to do development work while streaming. Yeah, now I understand. It's all right though. I like being able to communicate with you guys and find out what you are thinking. It's important. So I can look through those over here. That looks pretty good. Yeah, as I was working on this area, I had thought about um, my thinking on this was I like the idea of having something binding between the NPCs, and it's very human thing to have in the office space where you have people working. You know, usually you have somebody that knows where everything's at. And then other people get to the point where they get used to asking that person, hey, where is this at? And so that's sort of where I was at when I was creating this little area with Tig and Tust. And that he's sort of the guy who's, sort of the the expert in minerals and stuff. And but he can't can't get anything done without her help. And so that's sort of why the ambient stuff is the way it is. It's like he knows his stuff, but he just don't know where it's at. I am Kimball. Thank you for the follow. Just seeing that. It's not coming up on my screen. I'll have to figure that out. Hey Nick, how you doing? Uh, Dula says, if I recall correctly, the wording in the first sentence on the Taskmaster whip drops. Sounded weird. Yeah, okay, I'll have to add that to my list. That'll be in the database. Taskmaster, or was the whip description, is that correct? Doing good, sir. Just trying to knock out some issues. So far, I think I've got like 4 issues with the help of some great players. Thank you all. Just going through the quarry and checking stuff. Yeah, all right, so we're checking now. There's one Urka. We can test this by killing said Urka off. No other Urkas. So that is fixed. Sister says, okay, I made it from my shop. Happy Moose Thrift Goods. Sounds good. Dula says, one last typo in the dialogue for test on the sample sheet. He gives the player, he says specimens. Should be specimen. All right. And that will be a database change too, so I'll get that here later. Nick, if you're out there, you may be lurking still. Or you may have already run off. But I was going to ask the mining animation. Do I need to undo the mining animations for now, since we're working on a fix for that? I'm going to take that off and then just walk around for a little bit. Then we'll be doing animation. We'll be casting a goblin miner cast mine as a ability. Oh, okay, okay. So just hold back on it for now, I guess. Justin Bear says you guys should do a dungeon full of unstable gnomes, and you have to be shrunk down to the size of a gnome to get in. It's totally unrelated to my cleric being. I thought about actually like a dungeon that you had to be shrunk to get into. I mean, it's not too far. Possum says nobody is going to want that. Some people might. There's going to be somebody who wants that. I mean, we have lots of players. There's got to be one of them who wants that. See? All right, so Zukan wants a dungeon where you had to be shrunk to get into. I could see that. Also had an issue come up, Nick, about this area where I had the overseer. They were saying, one, the mobs are too close together, and I was going to find out your opinion on whether or not I should get more spacing or. Uh, the one of these guys up here. My intention was to want to have the tents be like a camp. Bandits over there. I think maybe I just have their aggro or their ally range too close or too, yeah, too far away where they can grab people. That, this camp's supposed to be like one spot. This little camp up here is supposed to be one spot. And then over here, this is the place where people are really having a hard time because they try to invis all the way up here. And then realize these spell shooters have see invis, and then it causes all havoc and everything. Okay, I'll do that now. That's also database change. I'll get that later. Putting it down now. I don't know what I'd do without Notepad++. It's the only way to keep stuff organized. Going back up a little bit. Dungeon where you have to levitate into. It's not a bad idea. I mean, you could probably, I mean, if you had like an outdoor dungeon, it'd be like a little island, right? You just levitate across the water and get there. I mean, you could swim too, but you know. Lisa says John may be conflicted. You have to be a gnome size to get in, but you also have to kill or murder a bunch of gnomes. Yeah, I don't think I changed the aggro range on the goblins. I did on the beetles. I I was trying to make sure that one, the Herald could reach out as far as he needed to get assistance, and then for like the warrior types, I think I had it to where it was 3 times normal range, if I remember right. So that because the beetles are so large, I was thinking that maybe they should be able to see farther. That may have been a messed up there. Next thing, sometimes having custom higher values are nice for certain areas that are more spread out, but let's start with the standard and tweak from there. Yeah, okay. I didn't mean to make a deadly dungeon. I really didn't. I thought it was going to be challenging, and it wound up being the rain of fire, I guess. For now, that dungeon, the density seems kind of high here. Then guarantee 4 pool is rough. All right. I'll probably cull some of these then. Okay. So invuln aggro bump. Let's see how far I pull. Okay, that sounds good. Let's see. Let's sort of do that here. This is where I think this is fine. It gets kind of weedy down here. Thanks, Dylan. Yeah, that's one of the things I need to check into is that you make sure that the rope is measuring correctly. Hey, Dargoose, how you doing? I guess let's just start here. Let's try it here. Maybe I need a less. That may be a little bit too high for that. Uh, 4. Well, level 20 should be good. It's not too bad here. Find a spot where there are quite a few of them. I do need to see if I accidentally aggro this sentinel down here. I should be KOS to this. Okay. That monitor didn't attack me. Hmm. That should be a spawn of 4. All right, so that pulls all those correctly. Not bad. We'll leave the signals alone for right now. Just look for spots that may be kind of rough. I can actually see Dizzy. Dizzy's usually hidden. I wonder if I can pull Dizzy from here. Yep. So I think that's not bad. Okay. This should only pull 4. Maybe 3. Kenny Powers, thanks for the follow. Okay. Let's see. Yep, so I thought my chat disabled again. Next thing, set your level down lower too. Let's see. Oh, stop. Oh no, not spiders. Yeah, he was Zukin. He was rocking the jacket over the weekend for sure. Let's see. Next is double down on flight. Yep. Next time, maybe you could split that into two tools. Yep, 2, 3. Risk of getting hit by patrols or something. So it's dangerous, but not guaranteed for. Doesn't have to change just an idea. Yeah, I'm just looking to make sure I'm worried about like the trains. Uh, did you intend on some goblins being scaled down compared to others? Yes. I wanted the miners to be just more easier to deal with than, say, the taskmasters or the sharpshooters or spell shooters or the named. And the sneaks around level 10, so they're not really they're more distraction than anything else. Just Mir says I'm going to run out of storage space for my little shop. Put all stuff in there so I don't have books and DVD players lying around making a mess. Sounds good, sir. Size scaling. Oh, okay. Do they all need to be the same size, sir? I can do that. I can change that. Yeah, Justin, there's one more. There's Nick, who is the man, and I am. I would say Nick is the new hotness, and I'm the old busted. You remember Light Men in Black, right? Yeah, I thought a little bit of variance, not much, where it just gave it a little bit more visual appeal. But I mean, I can change it back to the same size if you want me to. I can put it down to 1. Yeah, dude, that was the point. Is that the Onyx Outlaws are not above having the younger goblins working in the mines. It's all about production. That's right. Next hot is the new hotness. That's right. Yes, sir. Is that okay, or do you want me to change it up? Yeah, I was just giving it a little variety and a little change. Meeklar, thanks for the follow. Okay, sounds good. think that is, no, gotta go this way for the Taskmaster. Aha, that's good. Oh, hey, there we go. One, two. It's not too bad. Looking at the text, make sure that I need to go back through and change some of the goblins ambient dialogue as well. Gobble, Gimble, Gyre, Gibble. Must have watched Bone Blood Drool. That's got to be from the Bloody Nose goblins, I think. Phyllis, did you check that Sentinel aggro range from the size after lowering your level again? No, I haven't checked that yet. I'll go back and check it here in a bit. Um, on occasion, having to reset my chat, make sure I'm good. Let me get y'all's messages. I just don't feel warm and fuzzy that it's still capturing everything. All right. Well, that was pretty impressive. Teflon Don, good evening. Welcome to my dev stream. We are cleaning up the quarry. Just two up there. It's fine. I'll take the shortcut. Oh boy. And that's where the problems caused. Oof. I think Bones pulled all that. It's quite a bit. Yeah, at least I agree. Four bones died. Poor bones. He's a faithful servant. Let's go back to here. Checking my time. It's midnight here. I got about 30 minutes left. So I got what, 5 out of that? Maybe I can tone that down a little bit. Jeez. 6 frames per second, Nick. Wow. Yeah, Stargaze. Course supposed to be an outdoor dungeon crawl. Oh, there it goes. 1 frame per second, sir. I may have to restart. Yeah, that's insane. Wow. I'll be right back. I don't know if I'll be able to get back in. This is I wasn't expecting that. It's kind of crazy. All right, let's see. Oh, I'm loving this actually. Wouldn't have it any other way. Jesus. It's insane. Do one keystroke at a time. At some point, it may just stop. One more. Fighting to keep the server going. I guess if people want to see what development's like, this is it. I can't type. Gas flame wave. I was just gonna reload the zone. Is it a radius out for me? Is like, I've never used that spell before, Nick. Yeah, it's not letting me type or add anything in at all. I think there was 250 mobs in this area. It's no telling. It's not a bad idea, Lisa. Not bad at all. I'm almost there though. Oh, yep, it just blocked me. Let's try this. Yeah, crashed on me. That's right, Jenny. Cleaning up the quarry. All right. Nick, do I have to reload the zone within the zone, or can I do it from a neighboring zone? Can I do? Can I? do it from outside of Sungreet. Thank you. Understood, sir. Surveyors. Moment of truth. Okay. There we go. Fine Possum says Quarry need a few land surveyors and some theodolites. I'm not sure theodolites. The surveyors are actually the players, so we do have some surveyors. All right, guys. It is close to 12:30. It's time gotta get offline here. So I hope you learned something from this. I hope it was entertaining. What not to do. Anybody got any questions? Have a little possum in our hand. Yep, yeah. Don't cast Flame Wave. Yeah, that's really that spell should have like a warning on it when you pull that scroll up. It's like in case of emergency, don't even use the spell. All right, guys. I'm gonna call it here tonight. I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out with me a little bit. Hopefully, next time we get together, Jenna will be here and help me hopefully finish out that Archer quest. It's been sort of I actually thought that quest would be a lot faster to do, but I have been seeing the warrior necklace drop a little bit, so maybe that's gonna be maybe her luck will turn around. Anyway, good night. Y'all take care.